Good morning. It is 7:32 on March 23. Yeah, that's a little confusing. 7:32, March 23. I am getting up. The wind died down around midnight or so. A little bit around, as you can see, because my tent flap is flapping. Hopefully that doesn't keep me from flying the drone today, because I'll be going over the jump off. And that is a beautiful stretch of trail. I really want to be able to fly the drone for you. We'll see what happens. And then I'll be at the NOC later this afternoon. I should get there about 2 or 3. I got a little bit of a stuffy nose and a cough this morning. Not great. Didn't get too cold last night. Probably 32 or 33. But anyway, releasing the air pressure and getting up now. Alright, I'm probably going to need to get a new pad. I'm not looking forward to spending that money, though. So I wanted to talk about my new piece of kit. These gaiters that I picked up in Franklin at the Outdoor 76. They are designed to protect your shoe, keep sticks and crap from getting down into your shoes. And also to protect your laces so they don't get caught on anything. And they do a pretty good job. And so I'm pretty happy with them. In the past, I'd be hiking down the trail and I'd stop and take a break, take my shoes off, dump out all the crap that gets in on your shoes, and I don't have to do that anymore. One of the best reasons to stay in a shelter is to have a privy. It's very nice to be able to relieve yourself in a privy instead of digging like a cat hole in the morning. So if you're in a privy on the Appalachian Trail and you see buckets full of leaf matter, what you're supposed to do is you take a handful and you drop it down the hole. And somehow that helps with breaking down everything. If the leaf bucket is empty, you should pick up the bucket, take it uphill of the privy, lay it on its side and scoop as much of the crap in, the leaf material in, and then return it to the privy so other people can dump their leaf matter in after their shit. The sun is just coming up above the horizon, and it's pretty warm. I'm a little slow getting going today, but I'm not too worried. It's 6 miles basically downhill. It is a rough downhill for parts of it, but I'm looking forward to this hike. And then tomorrow, then after I get down there, I will look at my options and figure out what I'm going to do going forward. Alright, so I got my gear mostly packed up. Just gotta shove the last little bits and bobs into my pack and then start hiking up down this mountain. I just went up to my food bag and I still have 5 packets of minced mashed potatoes. I'm gonna get resupplied today, but I don't need much. Mom, if you're watching this, the reason I haven't had you send me my package yet is because all the stores around here have all the organic instant food that we found. So the air is very still. I should be able to find flying my drone. Unfortunately, my first attempt at flying it today, it lost track of me and then crashed into a tree and landed itself. Good thing it landed itself on the trail, but still. It's kind of annoying that it's having such a hard time following me. We are coming up on the jump off. Still a couple tenths of a mile away. Let's see how the drone does. This is really the section of trail that I wanted to record the most on the drone. It is such a beautiful section of trail, and yet it's rocky, which makes hiking it a challenge, especially if you're trying to film in one hand and keep yourself upright with your poles in the other. But I mean, just absolutely spectacular views all around for the next couple tenths of a mile. I've already fallen once today, so I'm going to kind of focus on my hike and less on talking. I might put some music in this section, but probably not. I'm just glad the wind stopped. Yesterday it was so windy, I would not have been able to do this, but today, oh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. As long as it doesn't crash into anything. It's a long way down on both sides. I do not want to have to try to retrieve it. I mean, the trail is literally, this ridge I'm walking on is literally 4 feet across. And on both sides, it is a steep, steep drop. Up, bit of a blowdown here. I might have to retrieve the drone. We'll see. Let me break some of this down so it's not in the way. It's not like it's alive anymore anyway. Oh. Made it through. Nice. Alright. Now for the steep downhill. I'm gonna have to take my coat off. It's getting hot, which is not a bad problem. To have. Oh. Yeah. So I'm gonna put up some unedited drone videos. Hope you guys like them. This is a sharp turn. I might have to take the drone down for here. Yes, I don't remember this spot. That tree could not be in the worst possible place. Alright. Whew. Missed the side of the trail with my pole there. Just started sinking. Alright, so as you can see, this massive view from up here. But this is the jump off. It basically, literally drops off. The trail turns and goes down here. Oh. I think I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna record. What's it called? I'm gonna put it in spotlight mode and then just hike down with no volume on because I can't afford to have. Check out this massive blowdown that I have to get past. I see the way. I'm gonna have to take my pack off and scooch underneath the edge of it. But holy crap, this is some blowdown nonsense. Here, oh, freaking pole got caught on something. All right. Oh, and there's another one past it. I think. I'll have to see. My drone is a little low on battery. I won't be able to. Oh, I might be able to get under without taking my pack off. Let's see. I'll put my poles right there. Oof. Put my poles there. Oops, sorry about the finger. And then I will sit down. Oof. Yep, I can easily scooch underneath. Hey, how you doing? Howdy. I don't know how I'm gonna get over this. Yeah, I have no idea. Because I'm just gonna have to wing it. Somebody logged the hell out of the side of the AT. I don't know who did it or why, but this is not good. I thought the ATC owned the entire quarter, so I'm not sure what's up with this. But somebody came in here and chopped the shit out of it and destroyed a huge chunk of forest. It's really sad to see. Look at that. It just ripped the shit out of it. And then they left so much behind. I mean, what the hell? Assholes. Excuse my French. It's about 1:45 on March 23rd. According to file, I am 1.6 miles from the NOC. So, almost there. Pretty good speed, all things considered. This is not the easiest section of trail. There's a lot of steep downhills where I've had to, and holy crap, there's boulder downs. I've had to take off my pack or step over like at least 7 bullet downs. Not counting. I mean, counting that one that big tall one I showed him a second ago. I had to literally. I took my pack off and then I climbed the hillside to get around it. A couple of the hikers came by and they were able to just climb right over it, but I wasn't confident with that. So I survived, mostly. I did get a thorn in my finger. That was no fun, but a friend of mine that I stayed with at the barn hostel with, he shredded his arm on that climb over. So check this out. Isn't that beautiful? Holy crap! What a nice place to have. So this is the Rufus Morgan shelter. It's a shelter that I have never stayed at and do not plan to stay at this year. The reason for that is because the NOC is 0.8 downhill and I just want to get off this mountain. So again, it looks like a nice shelter that I will never stay at. But it's 0.8 down. It's about 2:30. I should get there just a little after 3. And then I'll get some food and I'll figure out what I'm doing. So this is always a fun section of trail. And if my drone wasn't in the pack, I would definitely pull it out and fly it so you could see me crossing it. But I just want to get off this mountain. I'm not going to take off my pack and get the drone out and get it set up. And sorry, but I will make it across and down the hill. This water source is 0.4 from the bottom. So I'm halfway there. All that matters is putting my head down and pushing forward, and in a few minutes I'm going to be eating some beef. It's a pretty waterfall. Small. Can't imagine anybody really bothers to fill up here. But it is filling well, if you want to. As far as this downhill that goes, anybody that packs water down this hill is an idiot. Water weighs 2 pounds a liter. And I am a firm believer that nobody should ever walk into town carrying water. There's the NOC. It's just about 2:56 is the current time. I've got about I don't know, 1/10 of a mile left downhill. There it is. I made it yet again. Oh. I want some food badly. Look at all these little white flowers all up and down the trail. It's hard to believe it snowed 2 days ago, isn't it? Or just above the NOC still. I put my camera away and then immediately saw these beautiful little white flowers. But yeah, two days ago I was, oh, little pink ones. That's cool. Same type, different color, I think. But all these fantastic little flowers, and 2 days ago I woke up to snow. Thank God I was in the shelter though. Alright, putting my phone down, getting down this hill. So I'm in the hospital, which is not great. I got an apple as a trail magic, and while I was eating it, a piece of the apple became lodged in my esophagus, and I've been unable to get it out, so I can't swallow anything at all. Any attempt to swallow liquid just comes right back out. It's really not pleasant. I'm not in any pain, I'm not in any distress, I just can't swallow, which when you haven't eaten anything all day is kind of annoying. I put a message up on my Facebook, one of the Facebook groups I'm in for the AT, basically saying I need to go to the hospital. Is there anybody in the Stokoa Gap area that can help me? And very quickly somebody reached out and to a friend of a friend who was able to take me to the hospital in Bryson City. So that's where I'm at now, but they're getting ready to transfer me to the hospital in Asheville, which I just want to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I hiked 8 miles today, something like that. I'm pretty wiped out, but I need to get this taken care of. And I was worried that if I fell asleep on the mountain, it could have shifted, whatever's in my throat could have shifted into my lung, or my airway, and I might just not have woken up. So, talk about a stressful day. Alright, so update. I am currently in a hospital, the general hospital in Asheville, North Carolina. I've been here for just about 36 hours now. Today's the 25th. Yesterday morning to the 24th, they put me under general anesthesia and removed the blockage. It was a small fragment of apple that became lodged in my throat. They said there was some swelling and irritation, so they kept me overnight for observation. Hopefully I'll be getting out of here today. And then I will be getting back on trail. Rather than going back to Stegoa Gap, I am going to try to get a shuttle up to Hot Springs and get back on the trail there. I already wanted to skip the Smokies, and this just made it really easy to do that, so that's what I'll be doing.